Hey guys, we are live, and we are not in the home gym this time. We are in the living room trying to have a little bit better light for you guys and some more space so you can kind of see what's going on. So I'm just going to wait a minute or two for people to hop on. Make sure you have a mat. If you have a yoga block, you can definitely use it for this class. If you don't have a yoga block, you can use a water bottle or a can or anything that will give you a little bit of space to prop you up. So let's see. Yellow. Okay. We can angle a little bit too, Mom, so you can kind of see us a little bit better. You want to angle your mat? Or you angle yours and I'll go straight so they can see a difference. Okay. We're going to get started. So I just want everyone to take their knees nice and wide on the mat and just sit your hips back into a child's pose, reaching the fingertips nice and long while letting the hips sink down behind you. Forehead rests on the mat. Good. Reach the fingers a little bit farther out. Feeling the rib cage expand as you inhale. There goes my child. Good. And a way to walk those fingertips over to the right side, making sure to keep our hips down. Feeling a nice stretch along the left side of the body. Good. And walking them through center. Coming over to the left side. Good, coming back through center. Coming up onto all fours. Good, we're going to take a few cat and cows. And cat and cows from the side will look like so. You're going to have your knees under your hips, your fingertips pointing forward, hands underneath the shoulders. And as you take a deep breath in, you're going to arch the back, drop the belly, lift the chin and the chest. And remember to press the shoulders down and away. And then on your exhale, you're going to tuck the hips under, pull the belly button into the spine, chin in toward the chest, just like a scared cat. Good, and then moving with the breath, you're going to inhale and arch. Exhale and round. Good, and we'll do 5 just like that, moving at your own pace. 1 breath, 1 movement. 2 more. I needed this so bad. I am so tight from sitting on the computer and working and, teenagers. Good, coming back to neutral. We're going to reach that left arm in front of us. Thumb is up, fingertips reaching forward, but still pressing that shoulder down and into the body, like so. Reaching but pulling the shoulder in. Then we're going to press that left leg behind us. Okay.
Right leg?
Yeah, I guess if you did the left leg also, that would be kind of hard. So left arm, right leg. Good. You're going to take a deep breath in here, and as you exhale, you're going to bring your knee and elbow together under the body. Inhale and extend. Exhale. Good. Doing a few just like this at your own pace, reaching nice and long, pressing through the heel, pulling the belly in. Ooh. They're hard. Good. Let's do 2 more. Good. Coming back to center. And then extending the left leg behind us, pressing through the heel. Right arm lifts. I want you to make sure that while you're doing these You're not rolling yourself open, but that hip is staying parallel to the floor. Pulling the belly in nice and tight, and then exhaling, pulling in. Good. Exhale, pull. Good. Really feeling the length in the arm and the leg here. Let's do 2 more just like that. I'm stronger on this side. Good. Let's take the hips back. Sitting back into child's pose one more time. Good, and I think everybody would probably see me better if I went sideways, so we should turn our mats, Mom, so people can see me. And you go this way. Okay, you can just stagger in front a little bit. That will be better for everybody. I'm going to check the comments. We're having a comment checker. Good. So from here, we're going to sit our hips back into a child's pose, and then we're going to shift our hips forward into a modified plank. We're not sinking down. We're keeping the belly pulled in. Tuck the hips underneath. Good. So you're going to press back to your child's pose, really opening up the chest and the shoulders, and then shifting forward. Belly pulls in tight, just warming up the core and the arms. Ooh, my shoulder cracks. And you can continue just like this for a few more breaths. If you want to take it a little bit deeper tonight, we're going to come up into our downward facing dog, pressing the heels down toward the floor. And then on your next inhale, you're going to shift the body forward to a plank. And then exhale, push it back. Good. Each time coming into that plank, pulling the belly in nice and tight. Shoulders are pressed away from the ears. Pulling the belly in, pressing the heels down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Let's do 2 more. Good. So we're going to press our hips back, and we're going to walk our hands toward our feet. Good. Taking a bend in the knees if our hamstrings are tight. Coming into a ragdoll here, just cross the forearms. Let the head really hang. I want you to feel the weight of your head. Really relax. Maybe give a couple of yes and no shakes. Good. Let's take some circles with the wrists. Because we all have tight, sore wrists from all the texting and computer use. And if you're like me, you cook a lot, so they don't get a break. Good. And we're going to work into some flat backs here. It's kind of hard if you don't have a mirror, but I want you to think about, as you inhale, pressing really firmly into your feet, lifting the chest, pulling the belly in, pressing the shoulders down and back, coming to a nice flat spine. For a lot of you, to get out of the rounded spine, you're going to have to actually think about arching the lower back. Okay? This is on your inhale. On the exhale, collapse over the legs. Again, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Those look really good, Mom. Again, moving in your own pace. 1 breath, 1 movement. Everybody's lungs are a different size. Everybody's breaths are a different speed. So just do whatever feels good for you today. If you're looking to get some more energy, maybe speed them up. If you're looking to relax, slow the breath down. Good. We're going to do 1 more just like that. We're going to inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk our hands up to a plank. Take as much of a bend in the knee as you need to. Come into that plank. Deep breath in. Exhale, walk the hands back to the feet. When you get there, inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk to your plank. Control the breath on the way out. Inhale. Exhale, press it back. Good, one more time. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Grab behind the legs, maybe the calves, maybe the ankles. Again, a little bit of a bend in the knee is okay. And pull that head down toward the legs for a nice forward fold. Good. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. This time we're going to inhale all the way up. Arms come overhead. We're going to exhale to our chair. In our chair, we're sitting back. Okay, pressing into the center of the foot. Belly's pulled in tight. Shoulders are down and back. Nice, strong chair pose. Good. Inhale the arms up. Come to top of my mat. Exhale, forward fold. It's okay if we're together, Mom. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, stepping back to a plank. If you want to hop back to your plank, if you're a hopper, that's cool. I'm going to walk. Good, and then keeping the elbows nice and tight to the body like a tricep push-up, we're going to lower ourselves down to the mat, hovering if you can, just above the mat. If you need to take the knees down and then do this in a modified version, you can do that as well, hovering just above the floor. Get it, Mom. Good, lower down. Using the strength in the lower back, we're going to keep our hands right underneath our shoulders, and we're going to inhale and lift. Our fingertips can stay on the mat, but just remember we're using our back muscles here. And then exhale, lower down. Moving with the breath. Inhale and lift. Exhale down. Good, warming up the lower back. Inhale and lift. Good, 2 more. On that last one, maybe push into the hands a little bit, bringing yourself up into an upward facing dog. If your pubic bone here comes off of the mat, you have come up too far. Don't feel like you need to have straight arms. You can always have a bend in the arms. We just want to make sure our shoulders are down. Nice long neck. Maybe walk those arms in front. Straighten out the arms. Yeah. Can take a quick peek over your right shoulder. Oh, hey, Mom. Good. Look over the left shoulder. Good. Coming back to center, lowering down. Let's push our hips back to a child's pose. Good. And from here, picking the hips back up into our downward facing dog. Change your gaze. Look at your hands and either hop or walk your feet to your hands. Nice hop. Inhale to that flat back, lifting the chest, shoulders coming away from the ears. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, chair. We're going to put that all together, coming into sun salutation A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Again, taking a slight bend in the knee. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, hop or step back to your plank. Slowly lowering down again, elbows nice and tight to the body. Good, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding our downward facing dog for a few breaths, really focusing on pressing down through the heels, pressing away with the hands, our hips lift toward the ceiling. Good, and stepping or hopping the feet to the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, chair. And inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, hop or step the feet to your plank. Slowly lowering down. Good. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now for some fun, we're going to lift that right heel up toward the sky. Keeping your hips square to the mat for now. We don't want to roll open. We want to keep that right hip pointing down toward the mat. Good. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to bring your knee toward your nose, stepping that foot through the hands onto the mat, and then lowering our back knee down. So we're in a low runner's lunge. Good. Thinking about lifting the chest here. If you want to take your hands off the mat, that's cool too. Can you face that way? I keep looking at your face. Yeah, go that way. I love my mom, but that's just weird. Okay. Good. So you can pick your hands up off the mat if you want. We're pressing our hips forward. Shoulders are rolled down and back. Nice, proud chest here. Good. And then slowly shifting your hips backwards, straightening out that front leg. Letting the head fall down toward the knee. Good, and then moving with the breath. Inhale, press the hips forward, lift the chest. Exhale, straighten out that front leg. Each time we do this, we're looking for a little bit of a deeper range of motion. And inhale forward, lifting the chest. Good, 2 more, just like that. Stretching out our hip flexor on the left side and our hamstring on the right. Last one. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Good, we're going to come to center. We're going to place our left hand down on the mat right next to our right foot. It should pretty much be in line with our left knee, the one that's down on the mat. And from there, we're going to open up our shoulders, open up our chest to the right, reaching that right arm up toward the ceiling. Sorry to give you my back. Still pressing those hips forward. Good. And if it's available to you, you can either pick up that back foot and reach it toward the body. You can also reach around and grab with the hand, your foot. Or like my mom, you can laugh and just pretend it happened. Good. Slowly releasing that hand. Good. And then picking up that back knee, stepping back to our plank. Again, lowering down. You always have the option of bringing those knees to the mat first. Inhale up. Exhale, down, facing down. Very nice. Bringing it to the other side. Left heel lifts nice and tall. Again, our hips staying square to the mat. That right heel is still dropping down toward the floor. And we're pushing away with the hands, pressing our chest toward our thigh. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, bring that left knee to the nose. And then step that left foot through, dropping the back. Good. Just holding here for a moment, picking up the chest. Good. Trying to avoid arching into this pose. We always want to think about pulling the belly in. Arching is going to compress the lower lumbar, and it's not actually going to open up our right hip flexor, which is really the goal of this exercise. So we want to have a neutral spine and then press forward from the hips. So if you're used to arching into it and then you take the proper posture, you might not actually go as far forward, and that's okay because that means you're stretching the right muscles. Good, and then we can shift our hips back, straightening that front leg. Please feel free to leave the foot on the floor. That gives you a nice stretch in the front of the ankle, which doesn't really get stretched very often. Or if that's really tight, you can always pick up the toes. Good, and then moving with the breath. Inhale forward, lift the chest. Exhale, sit the hips back. Drop that forehead down. Moving with the breath. I'm just adjusting the volume. Good, we'll do one more. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. And then coming back to center, placing that right hand down on the floor next to our left foot and taking a nice twist here. Ooh, my back just cracked. Really opening with the shoulders, opening with the chest, pressing that left leg into the body. Don't let it fly out, okay? Keep it nice and tight, opening up. Good, and then maybe thinking about just picking up that back foot, maybe just a little bit. Can you reach it? Come on, Mom. Can you reach it? Bring your hips back.
I can't.
You can. Bring your hips back this way.
Oh.
Okay. Success, ladies and gentlemen. Do this with your friends. Do this with your family. It looks painful, but she'll survive, I swear. Good. Slowly releasing down. As my mom tears a quad. Lifting that back knee off of the mat, stepping back to our plank. And then again, taking our knees down first, or using that core, bending at the elbow, slowly lowering down. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, we're going to inhale that right leg up. And this time we're going to bend the knee and we're going to roll our hips, trying to stack the right hip on top of the left, dropping those toes down behind us as if we wanted to touch them to the floor. At the same time, we're thinking about keeping our chest square to the mat, so we're really feeling a nice stretch in the right hip flexor all along the right side of the body. Good, and then take a deep inhale, square those hips off, press the heel up nice and tall. And then as you exhale, knee to nose, stepping through. Okay. This time we're going to keep that knee lifted off of the mat if it feels good today. You always have the option to keep it down. Otherwise, we're going to come up into a high lunge. Come on, Mom, you can do it. Yes, get it. Again, in our high lunge, we want to avoid arching into this. Think about pulling the hips under, pulling the belly in, and then coming straight down from there. Reaching up nice and tall. If this bothers your neck, arms can be in prayer. They can be out into a T. Oh, it's your practice. It's your living room. You can do what you want. I can't even see you, so whatevs. As long as you're stretching, having a good time. I bet your leg's burning, right? Good. Take a deep inhale. Reach up. Maybe take a little baby arch here. Don't fall over. Exhale, hands to the mat, stepping that foot back to our plank. Good. Elbows tight to the body, slowly lowering down. You always have the option to completely skip this and just push yourself back to a downward facing dog. But where's the fun in that if you can do it, right? Sorry, my eyeball just got really itchy. All right. I think our left heel is lifting up toward the ceiling. Good. At first, our hips are square, pressing nice and long. Chest presses toward the thigh, heel presses down. And then from here, we're going to bend that knee, and we're going to roll ourselves open. So my right hip is stacking on top of my left. Still thinking about squaring my body to the mat. That right heel still pressing down toward the floor. You got it, Ma. Stay with it. Inhale, straighten up the hips. Exhale, knee to nose, stepping through. Taking your time, maybe walking yourself up the leg if you have a little trouble with the balance. My mom likes to pull her leg forward. Whatever you have to do to get there. No judging. Just get there. Pull the belly in. Sink straight down. Arms reach up. High lunge. So you need the level like I had last night. You can use your level for support. Good. Sink down a little bit lower. Open up. Take a deep inhale. Reach up nice and tall. Exhale, hands to the mat. Stepping back to your plank, flowing through. Or you can meet right in downward facing dog. Very nice. Holding our downward facing dog. Good. We're going to drop our knees down to our mat. We're going to walk our hands until they're underneath our shoulders. Good. And taking that left arm, we're going to take a nice inhale. And we're going to reach that arm up toward the sky. Take a nice spinal twist. Exhale. Bring that arm through. Not coming down yet. Inhale. Open up. Exhale. Threading the needle. Arm comes through. Taking a twist. Again. 3 more. Good. On your last one, you're going to inhale. You're going to exhale. You're going to bring that arm through. You're going to drop down onto your shoulder, into your head. Taking a nice twist. This really stretches between the shoulder blades very nicely. You can keep that right hand next to the face for support. If you'd like, you can reach that arm overhead toward the top of the mat. Take a nice extra stretch there. Make sure you're breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Good. Slowly bringing that hand back next to the face, helping yourself up, coming back to center. And then we're going to take the other side. So that right arm's going to reach up. Exhale, twist it through. Oh, so good for the spine. Also opens up that right chest and shoulder as we reach up. 2 more. Inhale. 1 more time. Good. This time our arm comes through. We set it down onto the right shoulder. Head comes down. Again, you can keep your hand right here for support. Or if you want to open up a little more, take that left arm overhead and really settle into it. Yum, yum, yum. Good. Slowly bringing that hand back toward the face. If it's overhead, bringing ourselves back to center. Let's just take a few cat and cows here. Inhale, arch the back. Lift the chin, lift the tailbone. Exhale, tuck under, chin to the chest, belly button toward the spine, pushing away with the hands. Good. 2 more. Good. Sitting the hips back into our child's pose, reaching the fingertips nice and long. Good, and slowly walking ourselves onto our knees and swinging our feet around, coming to a seated position. Yum, yum, yum. We can face you guys now. Oh, hey. Or my mom can go sideways. Hey. We're just doing whatever, you know. We just want to make sure that you guys are getting your stretch on, okay? Good, we're going to take a deep breath in. Reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, reach for the toes. Oh, I can't see my toes. Oh, there they are. Good thing they're clean. If you can't reach your toes, you can grab underneath your calves. underneath your thighs. Just try to stay off of the knees. If you pull your toes toward your body, you can get a nice stretch in the calves as well. Good. Bringing both feet in. We're going to cross one foot either in front of the other in Native American style. It's going to be PC, right? If you can do a lotus or a half lotus, or if you can get one foot kind of up in the crook between your calf and your thigh, that's a great kind of middle of the road. Some people can, some people can't. If this is too tight on the hips, this is a great time to put that block underneath the hips, or maybe roll up another mat or a blanket or something just to give yourself a little bit of a lift. Good. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to lift our chest. So pulling on those legs, lifting the chest nice and tall, stretching out the spine. And then from here, slowly starting to fold forward, leading with the belly, keeping the chest lifted as we slowly walk our hands forward. If your butt starts to come off of the mat, you have gone too far, my friend. You have gone too far. Bring it back. Good. And then when you feel like you can't go any farther with those hands, take a deep breath in. Exhale, drop the head. Then as you relax into this pose, I want you to think about your exhale as empty space. You're going to breathe in, expand the rib cage, expand the belly, and as you exhale, use that empty space as a place to sink a little bit deeper into the pose. So you're going to inhale, expand, exhale, sink a little bit deeper. For 3 more breaths. Good, slowly coming on up. Pay attention to what side you're twisting to right now. Maybe you're following me. I'm going to take my left hand onto my right knee. I'm going to take my right arm behind me. I'm not falling back onto my arm. I'm just using that arm to help me take a nice twist. Really take a nice look over the shoulder. Coming back to center. Switching the legs, uncrossing and recrossing, or picking the other leg up. The leg that's on top or in front always gets more of a stretch. Good. Inhale, nice and tall. Slowly walking forward, leading with the belly. And when your hands can go no further, then we lower down. Really tight on that side. Yeah, my mom said she's really tight on this side. This is where you'll notice your imbalances between one side and the next. So just pay attention to how your body feels and maybe spend a little bit longer on one side. You can always go back and watch this video again if you like it. So you can definitely take your time and pause it if you like some of these stretches and you want to hold them a little bit longer. Good, slowly coming on up. Good, and I don't know if you moved around like we did, but we're gonna come back to our seated position, holding underneath the thighs here, using the support of our hands, rounding the back, slowly coming down onto the mat. Good, and we're gonna take legs up the wall, which literally, you could put your legs against the wall if you want. It feels really nice. Otherwise, we're just gonna hold our legs up nice and straight, pressing through the heels, pulling our toes towards us, getting a nice stretch in the back of the legs. Good, let's bring that right knee into the chest, extend the left leg out. Good, then we're going to extend our right arm out to a T. And using the left hand, we're going to draw that right knee across the body. Just relax into this. Again, using the exhale as an empty space. There's my cat, who's eating the dog's food. Get out of the dog food. Get out. Good. Bringing that knee back into the chest. And then we'll bring the left knee in. Hugging both knees in. Let's rock side to side. Give that lower back a little massage. Good, and then left knee comes into the chest, right leg extends to the floor. Good, left arm out to a T. Using that right arm, we're going to guide the left knee. You can just cross it right over my body. We're going to pretzel. Ooh, oh, my foot's cold. Pretzel your mom. Sounds like a fun card game. You want to play pretzel your mom? Yeah. Good, coming back to center. Bringing that right knee in. Good, extending both arms out. Stretching nice and long. Pointing the toes, reaching the fingertips overhead. Good, bringing the knees into the chest one more time. We're going to give ourselves a few rocks. Coming up to seated after maybe 3 or 4 if you can get yourself there. Oh, come on, Mom. Come on. See, even moms can do it. That's right. Good, coming to a comfortable seated pose. Grabbing onto the shins. Good, and pulling up on your shins, lifting your chest, drawing the shoulders down and back. I'll give you a side view. Inhale, lift the chest, arch the back. And then as you exhale, lean back, round the back, chin in toward the chest. Don't be afraid to really lean your weight back and use those arms. Good, inhale and arch. Exhale and round. Good, inhale and arch, lift the chest, press those shoulders away. Exhale. Good, taking a few cleansing breaths here. So we're going to inhale the arms up. And as we exhale, we're going to let our breath out nice and loud. These are called cleansing breaths. There's nobody there. Okay, you're alone, or maybe with one other person. So don't be embarrassed. Exhale as loud as you want. You can make sounds. You can make a sound. You can do whatever you want. Get that stress out. Good. Take a deep breath in. Inhale the arms up. Exhale. Yes. Again, inhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. We bring our hands to heart center. Bringing our chin in toward our chest for one final breath. As we exhale, we say namaste, which means the light in me sees the light in you. Have a fantastic afternoon. Thanks for doing yoga with us. Feel free to make some suggestions in the comment if you guys have any poses you want to work on, or if you are watching this later on, you know, I think it's hashtag rewatch, rewind, hashtag I just watched it. I don't know what it is, but just let us know, and we will be back really soon with more live videos for you guys. Have a good night. And here's my cat. Here he is.